There we go. We're in the draft. Let's go ahead and talk about this. I'm going to respond to the person really, really quickly. Alrighty. Gotta love the Twitch pay scale. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, I don't think I'll take the ad incentive offer for November, because there's no way I'm gonna hit the hours. There's no way I'll hit the hours at all. I've also seen a lot of people that when they accept, in order to continue their current offer amount, they have to repeatedly increase how much they do. Yeah, no, that's Ninja. I've done this twice. I've accepted the offer twice. The amount of money they give me goes up, but the amount of hours required goes up, and there's no balance between the two. It's not like Twitch looks at my stats and says, oh, okay, well, he streamed 100 hours this month. Let's give him 138 hours. Like, jeez, man. Just jeez. Either way. Let's go ahead and talk about all of this, because welcome back into the Heroes International. On the left-hand side, we have Washed Up. On the right, it is going to be Ammonite. We have got a Lucio Hanzo ban, a Sergeant Hammer, and a Tyrael ban. And so that first pick will be a Vala for the side of Washed Up. What are we going to get here from the side of our Korean wonderful friends? By the way, there are 3 matches left today. This is the first of 3. I will only be able, I only think I'll be able to cover this one. I do apologize, chat. I do feel a little bad, because I know how much you all enjoy hanging out with me and mostly seeing Bandit, but pizza, family, kind of more important. Sorry, I love you. Pizza and Diablo. Diablo and Blaze will be grabbed. Definitely have food on the mind. Diablo and Blaze will be grabbed here for the side of Ammonite. Vala and what else? Sergeant Hammer already banned out. The Tyrael already gone. Malfurion, Yrel. Okay. We still have things like a Nubarak up and available. No, this will probably be a Garrosh ban. I feel like this will be Garrosh, because a Nubarak is definitely something that Masquerade can play, and we've seen him play, but I feel like the Garrosh is something you want to get rid of because of the way that Blaze, Diablo want to initiate with Jet Propulsion, Shadow Charge. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a Greymane Li Ming on the side of Ammonite as the draft progresses, because Greymane Li Ming plus the Diablo Blaze, that's such a beautiful composition. I do think the members of Washed Up will Cho'Gall here. They've got the perfect Cho'Gall setup, and we'll see what no, just kidding. We'll see what's gonna happen here. Battlefield, we could see the Li Ming ban here. We could see like a race potential hero, or even Han's already being banned out. It's gonna be Sylvanas instead. That makes sense. Haben did play some very good Sylvanas. Amplified Siege is always nice to be had. Do you know if there will be anywhere to watch the other matches for people not sub to Caldor? Unfortunately, I don't think so, MSS. I'm very sorry. I don't know of anyone. Sorry. I thought we were better than pizza plus family. No, sorry, it's the other way around there, bud. It's pizza and family better than Twitch chat. Sorry. It's a damn shame. I'm very sorry. The YouTube will get them eventually. I can't speak to that. I don't know. Genji Stukov. That's not a Cho'Gall from the side of Washed Up. Cowards. We do have a Thrall coming through, which I do like quite a bit into the Diablo Blaze. Genji grabbed here. They still need some sort... Oh, Genji Li Ming. Double reset composition could be really strong. I actually really like the idea of a Li Ming here. Like the reset city. Oh, I think Li Ming would be so good. Greymane's okay too. Greymane, I was literally about to say, like, Greymane's an option too, but I like the Li Ming more for the double reset, though Greymane does give you the Curse Bullet or even go for the throat to get in the back line. Overall, I really do like the draft from Ammonite. I'm going to go ahead and start a prediction. Which team wins BOE? It is going to be Washed Up or Ammonite. All right, Twitch prediction has begun. I'll throw us into the casting screen, and I'll see you in game. Genji Ming is a bit yikes race. Well, BRB soaking. I'm gonna tell you an age-old mantra my friend used to tell me when we first started playing Heroes of the Storm, and he goes, Chris, Bahamut, I want you to understand that when you draft for Battlefield, you don't have to draft for race. And then he directly looks me in the eyes because we were playing in the same room together, and he goes, you can draft to kill the enemy team and then race. And he does have a point. He does have a point. If you kill the enemy team, you don't got to worry about race. Can't race if they're dead. Thank you, Day. On the left-hand side, we got Washed Up, Masquerade on the Muradin, Nick on the Vala, Banana on the Malfurion, Hazuabs on the Thrall, and Dayquaza will be on the Urel, I think, right? Spell over here on the right-hand side for Ammonite will be on the Diablo. Reset on the Genji. Haben will be on the Greymane. Hyde on that Stukov, and Blaze to be played by... It's not Lockdown. Oh, the H82. H82. So I'm trying to remember player names of these teams. You have not seen an ad in 5 years. On my channel? Well, you're subbed. Of course you won't. You shouldn't see any ads on my channel because you're subbed. I also only run ads outside of games. And currently my ad manager says I have 2 hours and 12 minutes till the next ad. That Twitch will automatically force. So I will probably run an ad after this game because there's two different things in Twitch. There's ad time, so the time from now until when an ad will automatically run via Twitch. And then there's also pre-roll. Pre-roll is typically what people have to watch when they enter into a stream. If you run an ad, you get, so like, let's say you run a 1-minute ad, you get 20 minutes of pre-roll off. If you run a 2-minute ad, you get 40 minutes of pre-roll off. So there you go. You have ad block. I know Twitch has been messing around with how ad block works and stuff like that. And like they've been trying to like work a way around so that ad block doesn't block the ads. I don't know. There's been some weird ad space stuff in Twitch right now. Like I had a tier 3 sub yesterday tell me he was getting ads, which is insane to me, which is absolutely bonkers to me. Masquerade gonna get the Dwarf Toss out. Here comes the Dayquaza on the Urel. Does go down. And this is gonna be first blood in favor for the side of Ammonite. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, Rob Dog. Because you and Cavalier both get it, and Cav's a tier 1 sub for ages. You've been a tier 3 sub for ages. Like, neither of you should be getting ads. And the crazy thing is that it's not like... It's only certain people. Like, not everybody's getting the ads as subs. It's so weird. I can tell you there's ad blockers that you see 0 ads ever. Oh, yeah, I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely sure. Oh, we got a pause. Okay. I guess we'll bring it back to Bandit and I. Say the first time it happened after installing BTTV. The crazy thing, Rob Dog, is like I've used BTTV for the longest time, and there's Twitch streams that I sub to and I lurk in, and I never get ads. So I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if like you have an ad blocker and Twitch like sees that, so they're forcing you to have ads, which is asinine because you're a sub, so you shouldn't even get it regardless. I don't know. I don't know, man. What's up, Heisenberg? How you doing, bud? I have high respect for people who don't have ad blocks since pre-rolls would I don't run... I have my ad block off on Twitch streams, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I do. I'd have to double check it, honestly. I haven't really messed with my ad block settings since I installed it years and years ago. Hard to watch games when there's ads in the middle of it? You're telling me, bud. I thought I saw something about it glitching out and giving ads to subs. It's a code like everything else and can break maybe. Oh, Day, I'm very, very much would agree with you. Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised that when Twitch went in to probably mess with the sub split for the upper echelon, like the people who have like the tier 1 70-30 split as like a prime. Or like a, what's the word that they use? Like a higher tiered Twitch streamer. Regardless, I feel like when they got rid of that, it broke something within the code. That's my conspiracy theory. Is that when they went to take away the 70-30 tier 1 prime split from the super big streamers, that it broke something on the code for Twitch ads. That's my conspiracy theory. That or Twitch is falling apart from the inside. 50-50, man. Oh, switch to the game? I'm very sorry. I forgot we were back into the game. Thank you. I'm just sitting here watching the game. You really haven't missed anything. You haven't missed anything. You haven't missed anything. Don't worry. Did you not like looking at my pretty face? I'm a little insulted, chat. Damn, dude. Dragonclaw? This is not the first Dragonclaw today either, actually. Ammonite Reset actually ran the Dragonclaw earlier in a series that we were casting. By the way, if I ever mess up again like that, use exclamation overlay. That's the best way to get my attention in Twitch chat. Sorry about that. My apologies. First objective phase is here, is going, and some back and forth between the two teams, but we'll see really who comes out on top of this, as it is just going to be a little back and forth. Oh, a little bit of like posturing, if you will, between the two sides. More poke out from the Vala. Monster Hunter level 1 at 12 stacks right there. Excuse me, could we switch back to Bandit? It was getting interesting. Thank you. Thank you. See? Hey, what's up, Chaz? How you doing, bud? A lot of damage onto Diablo right now. Hungering Arrows for Nick, picking up more potential damage and stacks. Though I believe the double repeating arrow was used to hit Diablo, so there we go. We got the reset from the vault right there. Though this is going to be Ammonite with the first objective phase. It's going to be going into bottom, top, a lane. Okay. Vala just trying to poke at the Diablo, also getting more stacks. She does have the level 7, which is going to give her some more race potential against the Immortal. Kind of the pop-off moment for the Vala, or at least the scaled moment. Reset going to dive in, gets the Swift Strike out. Fort front gate will be falling, and Ammonite is pushing in onto this fort. Will they be able to take it down? 50% on the Mortal still. Hyde, Haben already backing off. Eyes in the Dark, Greymane, level 4. Biotic Armor for Hyde as well. Fire Stomp build. Dragon Claws was already mentioned by chat, but that's kind of what Reset did earlier today. So he got some Dragon Claw earlier as well. Dragon Claw value earlier as well. Masquerade getting pushed around. Jet Propulsion from the Blaze. That's going to be a lot of damage on the Masquerade. Masquerade, can he make it out? That's going to be the Pyromania popped as well. And another kill over to the side of Ammonite. Urel is going to be in the top lane. Jump in from Haben as well, and this will be a camp for bottom. Urel, Blaze, top lane for Soak. What's up, Doom? How you doing, bud? God, speaking of Doom, I would love another new Doom game. I know we just got, like, the DLC for Doom Eternal, but God, I want another Doom game already. Diablo taking a bit of a nap right there. Stormbolt from Murden, is that enough damage? Righteous Hammer from Urel does get the reset on Diablo's Souls. 10 talent tier right around the corner, but that gap is going to be a lot smaller for the side of Washed Up to go through as they got that kill, bolstering the experience for the allied friends. Masquerade not landing the Stormbolt on to Reset, who gets the agility out. Next Immortal spawns in 30 seconds. Diablo's back in the mix. He has got 0 souls. He's got the Fire Stomp build. New habits from Blaze is done. Thrall, 4 out of 6 stacks on the Frost Wolf pack. 22 stacks on the Vala. No stacks for the Murden baseline, but he'll finish that out in a sliver of HP because it's a level 10 completion. Sundering from the Thrall is the big thing I was kind of staring at right there. My anticipation is to see, like, if we get to level 20, it should be backline, Blink, Sundering, Thrall, allowing Vala, Muradin, Urel, Malfurion to really kind of play into the CC setup of that. It's going to be on Hazuops to make some late game plays with those Sunderings as well. Jet Propulsion from Blaze, Cleanse from the Malfurion. On the top of our screen, Masquerade and Reset are brawling out with Spell backing away, mounting up. We have Declaza with the Avenging Wrath over the wall, hitting the split with the Righteous Hammer. Sundering from the Thrall, a lot of CC under Reset, but he's able to Swift Strike out, back away, while the big old spinny shooty shot from Nick will be triggered. We do have Gilnean Cocktails thrown out by Haben. You can see the glow on his weapon as well. That signifies that the Greymane still has Inner Beast active. And you can also see that on his paws. You can see that little purplish glow. It does change from skin to skin, but pretty much what you want to look for Inner Beast active. Dayquaza clearing out top lane, using the Avenging Rat to kind of get some extra damage in. Diablo Lightning Breath, slowing down the enemy. Hazuabs is 50%. He's chunked. X-Strike from Genji. The pressure's onto Hazuabs. No Sundering for 31. He's just going to try and get that Frostwolf Resilience baseline to proc. Rayman goes in for the throat and finds a kill with Stukov's assistance. We've got the bunker down from Blaze. Murden Dwarf tossing out. Jet Propulsion from Blaze has the splash, and that's going to be Reset going in with the reset from the Swift Strike. Dayquaza getting low, shoved into the wall. That's a lot of damage. Overpower will be there, and the members of Washed Up are looking pretty wrung out, as this is a triple kill to the side of Ammonite. You just started playing Doom Eternal for the first time. It's so amazing. Oh, dude, Doom Eternal has so much... There's so much good stuff about Doom Eternal. The DLC has a little bit of bullshit in it, but honestly, like, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Like, God, Doom Eternal's so freaking good. Like, storyline, the movement through the game, like, how you progress. Oh, God, man. Like, Doom 2016 is good, but Doom Eternal is just, they crank it past 11. Bella through the top lane, second immortal of the game, if I'm not mistaken. This will be, I think, the first one to the side of Ammonite. No, the first one was to Ammonite through the bottom lane, so this is second objective phase, second one to our Korean team. And a solid level lead with 1 to 5 in kills. The top lane fort shall fall. The immortal will move into melee range. Belith is pushing in right now. Reset is getting some poke onto Dayquaza. Did you like that, War? I was hoping someone would pick up on the rung out. I was hoping someone would pick up on that. Thank you. Thank you for laughing at my joke. I'll be here tomorrow as well.
The demon has fallen, but he will rise.
All right, so easy shurikens to the face of the fort. Take that down. Outer layers of defenses of Washed Up have been destroyed. And we're entering into the 13 talent here to the side of Washed Up with the Ammonite members just grabbing camps. Look at Genji's positioning. He is ready to see if the enemy would kind of invade the camp. And now you can kind of see Washed Up. They're in this no man's land, the dead zone in the middle, with no objective phase up. And they're kind of... Their positioning makes me feel like Washed Up is unsure of how to step into Ammonite. Like, how I wouldn't say that they're running scared. Like, I don't think these are scared players. They're definitely, thinking and playing tactically. But this is not the aggression that you expect from Washed Up. You don't expect them to see this turtled up, even on even talent tiers. But it just seems like Washed Up saying, let's play the macro, we'll wait for the objective phase and fight around that. And I think that at least to me, seems like what the game plan is. Next objective phase will be left and right. That means it's going to be in defensive positioning. Actually, no, it's in race position. Sorry, I misread that. So the axes always show for the blue team when you're in observer mode, unless you're triggering between the two teams' visions. So axes on the left mean for Hazuabs and friends, Washed Up will be racing. So it's race potential sides. Oh my God, the read with that Frostwolf from Hazuabs. We do have the bunker down from Blaze, a root out from Malfurion. Masquerade getting a little bit low. That's going to be a swift strike in from Genji. Masquerade is body blocked in here. He does pop the Avatar. He's trying to survive the Lightning Breath from Diablo, but it's Murden to fall. Ardent Defender from Yrel. She's still being pushed around. Hazuab's being pinged. Greymane, look at those autos. Look at those autos. Where's the roll in? Doesn't even need it. He stays in the human form. Now, can Haben get there in time? No, he actually doesn't get the Inner Beast continuation, but it doesn't really matter. Healing pathogens spread around. Spell might need some healing here. No, he's fine. Muradin, Thrall dead for the next 7 to 16 seconds. First half of the Immortal phase will be in favor to the side of Ammonite.
Enough! I seek better ground.
50% is here, and this is easily a camp for top. And my expectation for Ammonite is that they will just go ahead and finish out this objective race. But no, they're going to throw Blaze in the defensive position. No 16 yet. It's a sliver away. H82 gets a huge jet propulsion. And Vala does go down. Hazuabs to follow, as well as Reset is in Reset City on this Genji. The land next to Banana does have a slow on it, if I'm not mistaken, on that level 1 Cyber Agility. And here we go into a kill onto Masquerade. Quadra kill. Hyde even going for the flash kill. Objective phase ignored. And ladies and gentlemen, the Koreans coming through in this best of 5 lower bracket matchup versus Washed Up. We're 13 minutes in. And these Korean members, they are going to take down a keep. They'll back off, go for objective. This will push bottom lane, which they're going to amplify that push potential with this Bruiser Camp bottom. Fantastically played from the side of Ammonite here. Ooh-wee. Alrighty, so... Wave, look what Spell is doing. He's actually he's not clearing out the wave so that the wave is kind of stuck in that position and not moving up closer. That was actually, like, I've been trying to be conscious about this in my own games as well. There's certain moments when you don't want to push a wave. Like, just because it's there and in front of you and there's no one around to deny you, you don't need to always push the wave because the delay onto that wave means that it takes longer to get to the gate and it could potentially line up with the Immortal. Obviously, that's not the case, but still, you have that Fallen Shaman just now going down. You've got some initial siege onto the keep front gate that's already falling apart. This is looking great. Look at that shielding, by the way, for the Immortal. It's so thick, you can't even see the bars in between. Until the Immortal loses its shielding, it will attack from range. This keep is going to take significant damage. Looking like it's going to be taking a 16th to an 8th of the overall bar every time the Immortal attacks. Jet Propulsion from Blaze, Root from Malfurion. Unstoppable with the Pyromania New Habits level 1 for the Blaze resets going in. This is going to be the Immortal moving to melee range. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be map number 1 in a pretty dominant manner from the side of Ammonite. They are warmed up from that first series. Here comes Hazu up with a really good sundering from that Thrall. It's 15 to 18 in levels. Diablo with the Lightning Breath, the Immortal just about to fall. Diablo goes in with the Shadow Charge, go for the throw from the Grey Man. I heard it onto something, but it doesn't matter because that is map number 1 over to the side of Ammonite. I accidentally meant to hit this button. Genji Greymane equals GG. It was good. It was good gaming. That's what I'll say. That was some good gaming from Ammonite. They figured out how to push the gas pedal and simultaneously, like, push the brake on the enemy team. They had like the student driver car where they were like, they had like one foot on the brake for washed up and they were just gassing themselves. I know that's not how student cars work, but just follow the analogy, chat. All right, choose outcome. Which team wins? Ammonite. Ammonite did win map number 1. Alrighty, okay. Let's bring it on back to Bandit and I promise this time there will not be gameplay happening when I'm in this screen. I'm sorry. I feel a little bad about that. Oopsie, wrong one. Let's go ahead and show. There we go. Alright, so that's the guessing streak for the day. I'm sorry to hear, bud. Well, maybe you can pick up the next ones. Ba-dum-bum-ba. Alright. Good stuff. We're gonna get into another map soon. I'm excited about this series. Like, this... I don't know. After that showing, like, Ammonite, they're looking mean. Someone said it earlier, but what if it is a Korean versus Korean grand finals? What if the Heroes International ends with Korea versus Korea? I wouldn't be opposed to it personally, but that'd be kind of funny. I'm thinking, so here's the way I'm looking at it. I think if I'm looking at the bracket, I think Tempest makes it to grand finals for sure. I think Tempest is like the Goliath to beat here, based on what I saw yesterday. I think I think 30k beats Diamond Hands. I think 30k beats Ammonite. And then Bang Bush beats 30k, and then Bang Bush goes to Grand Finals against Tempest in a rematch. That's my thoughts for tomorrow. I don't, because obviously I won't be able to catch the last 2 matches for today. I'll be definitely like keeping track on my phone and stuff, and you know, peeking in here and there. But definitely curious to see how things are going to go. I do believe we're going to get into a draft here in a second, so I'm going to go ahead and swap us into the draft screen, and we should be getting into our next map draft in just a second, which is actually going to be perfectly timed out with our ad spot, because the ads... Oh my god! It's like I have the best production intuition in NA. Look at that production intuition. The ads end the moment we get into the Tomb of the Spider Queen map draft. I mean, with prowess like this, how are you not subscribed? How are the gifted subs not just floating on in right now? Now, thank you all for being here. Thanks for supporting Heroes of the Storm. Thanks for being here. Not NA, but the world. Wow, that's a big compliment, Rob Dog. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, let me pre-write the prediction for all of you. Got that set up. We're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen, and okay. So Lucio, Sergeant Hammer. Lot of Hazuab's respect right there. We're gonna see, yeah, Spell is not gonna be able to play Diablo on Tomb of the Spider Queen here. Is this another Tyrael ban? We've seen a lot of Hammer Tyrael bans against Washed Up to make sure that they're not able to get those 2 very, very strong picks for their team. Give me a second, my glasses are dirty. I don't know about all of you, but I constantly pick up my glasses from the frame. I like never ever touch the lens, but somehow, some way, there's always smudges on the inside and outside. Yes, Corsair, you can benefit from this great caster. They very much could. They very much could. Come on, glasses. There. Oh, I'm trying to get the glasses cloth to unfold. There we go. Nope, it folded again. There we go. This prowess could be yours too, Corsair! Dude, could you imagine me casting an event run by Corsair? That'd be wild. That'd be really wild. Alrighty, so Blaze, Malfurion, Genji. I mean, I gotta be honest, Reset is playing insanely good on these Genjis, so I can't be surprised by them grabbing it so early. I still have the glasses lens issue by not having glasses. I tried contacts, but they bothered the hell out of me. The issue that I had with the contacts was because of the fact that on the edges of them, in my peripheral vision, I could see the edge of the contact lens, and it was like it was like such a weird look and feel. I couldn't do it, so I was like, all right. Also, I didn't feel like my vision was very good in contacts, so. And the guy I saw was like, oh, you have astigmatism, which is, contacts will never work for you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, then why are you trying to sell me on it, dude? If you're sitting here trying to fit me for contacts, why are you telling me that they'll never work? You're a horrible salesman. I'm hesitant to try contacts. So the place that I was going to, I was like, my neighbors were like, I was talking to my neighbors about it, and I was like, they were like, yeah, we went to this so-and-so place. We really liked the doctors there, these 2 women, they were super nice. And then I was just like, oh man, but I'm glad you didn't have to go to so-and-so because it was so bad. Like the guy just treated me like a copay and got me in and out and just, you know, whatever. And they were like, oh no, like the 2 doctors, the 2 women, they bought out the practice from the dude. And I'm like, oh. I'm not sure when you try, but I have astigmatism and I have contacts. They have some special ones. So I know so this was like 3-4 years ago, Uther. Cause I wanted to get them for when I go snowboarding. My vision isn't that bad, but I'd like to have clarity when I'm snowboarding. I'd like to be able to see a little bit better. And I was like, the fittings that I got were bad. So I think Uther really, what it boils down to is I had a really bad doctor. He may have been an ophthalmologist. He may have had all the certification, but he had bad side manner. He just wasn't good. Yeah. Here's the issue. I live in a mountain town. A lot of people move up to this town regardless of their profession to live in a mountain town. And some people don't give a shit. Like, I have medical people in my family, and I have a lot of respect for people who work in the medical industry, if you will. nurses, doctors, pharmacists, all that kind of stuff, people who make the drugs. Like, I have a lot of respect for them. But there's also those people who literally get into medicine because of money. I know people who got into nurse anestheticism because it's a lot of money. It's one of the most monies you can make as a nurse. And they got into it because it makes the most money, not because they want to save people and help people. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to completely talk through the draft. And, yeah. We just kind of rambled our way through the draft. Yeah. You've been wearing glasses since you were 6? I started wearing glasses like in 2013, I think it was. About 2013-ish. 14, actually. Well, anyways, that's the draft. Let's go ahead and get into the cast. I'm gonna wait here a second before I start the prediction because I literally did not really watch the draft too deeply. I do think that the members of Washed Up have a pretty good composition. Single target lockdown is strong. They can really kind of burst people with the variant taunt potential. But then you look at the Anubarak on the opposing side, and it's kind of scary at that point. So you have a Cocoon to shut people down. You have Reset Genji trying to get to the back line. I literally didn't know I needed glasses until I had a vision test for a driver's license. Really? Wow, that's kind of crazy. I remember, I'll introduce the teams and I'll tell you about it. On the left-hand side, we have the members of Washed Up. We've got Nick on the Greymane, Banana on the Brightwing, Dayquaza to play the Blaze, Masquerade on the Varian, and Hazuabs on the Jaina. Over on the side of Ammonites, you'll have Reset on Genji, H82 on Dahaka, Spell on the Anubarak, Haben on the Junkrat, and Hyde to play Malfurion. The reason I got glasses is because I remember I was watching TV with my ex years ago. This was actually in like 2012, 2013, and I remember there was like tiny little text at the bottom of the screen, and I remember looking at her and being like, "Man, why do they make it so hard? No one can even read that." And she's like, "Can you?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "You need glasses." So that literally spurred on the whole thing, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I do." And then I got glasses. I was like, "Holy shit, that text is so clear." And she's like, "Yeah, I know." Burrow charge in from Spell. Masquerade does slow things down. Impale still onto Hazuabs. Spell really wants to put some pressure onto Hazuabs with the Anubarak, and Banana with the phase shift early on. Gems to be grabbed, and it is Tomb of the Spider Queen. By the way, there is still a bet going if you'd like to bet on which team is going to win. Will the members of our EU crew Washed Up start rallying, or is it going to be a map? Is it going to be a continued dominance from the members of Ammonite? That's Masquerade taking a lot of damage. He's not a real boy. He's not a real boy. And he's going to be a dead man for now. That will be first blood over the side of Ammonite with Nick grabbing camp with the help of Dayquaza. There's a stream title? Probably. I don't know. Maybe it says Live Heroes International Day 2. Not sure. Might say that. 17 to 19 in gems, so we're pretty early on in that factor. Drag from Dahaka onto the Siege Giants to pull those closer to the towers to get faster, clear. Dayquaza just also trying to push up the wave and get those gems as well. Reset's poking over here, but I don't think he's going to continue. Masquerade is about a half a level away from getting his real talent. The assumed talent with the Lion's Fang at level 1 is going to be that... Reset taking a bit of damage. It's going to be Taunt from Varian, because this is looking like a single target deletion composition. Rush in, Taunt, Jet Propulsion from Blaze, Jaina drops the snow, Greymane goes in. Kind of a 1-2 punch. Not even Blaze is technically necessary for it. You can replace the CC from Blaze's Jet Propulsion with a Polymorph from Brightwing. H82 will be having the Lurker Strain. That's why you saw him invisible for a second and that little bit of knockback. Reset set up in the bush right here. Goes over the wall. Starts working on the Shaman in the group. The taunt from the Varian will be onto the... Oh my god! The Genji's so very low, and this might be the 1-2 punch, but here we see a punch onto Masquerade as he is trying to back away, and they give up the chase. They give up the ghost. Oh, 1-to-1 in kills. The Genji looking a lot more shreddable in map number 2 here with that single target lockdown moment. And that's essentially what I was expecting with the draft, is you get a taunt, you get a Jaina Blizzard, and Greymane should be able to capitalize. Brightwing Polymorph might be necessary as the bottom lane loses a little bit of siege, or a little bit of structures right there. Hazuab's backing off. He doesn't have a whole lot of mana. Some beetles out from Anubarak as well. Kind of... Ooh, we're Regeneration Globes on Anubarak. We got that Regeneration Master value, so Faster regeneration as you scale it, and then when you get to your, I think it's 30 stacks if I'm not mistaken. When you get to your 30 stacks, you get, I think it's another 500 HP on your baseline. Protects you from a little extra damage. We also do have that bed of barbs, so that will create a little bit of a slow terrain, allowing Genji to chase in, maybe even Junkrat sustain damage possibilities. Phase shift in from the Brightwing onto Dahaka. Here comes the taunt onto a Nubarak, polymorph from Brightwing, but H82 has got the Lurker Strain, kind of bops him back, and no real threat onto a Nubarak at the time. I'm just waiting right now to see how the laning setup works between the teams in this moment, because we have enough for a turn on both sides, but who will go for that immediately? Hazoab's taking a bit of damage here. There's the Nubarak Chain CC. Varian comes in with the taunt, but Varian might have just made a mistake by coming in trying to save Hazoab. Spell might have some sort of body blocking. Masquerade gonna double back for a second here. Spell taking a bit of damage. Gonna get some healing over time. Throws out the Impale. There's a lot of damage, but Masquerade is able to back away. Will have to Hearth back for full mana and HP. While Blaze, Dayquaza, split pushes in bottom lane, popping the Adrenaline Stim Pack for those auto attacks. Actually, I don't think he might have actually even to pop it. No, I'm misremembering the talent. I'm misremembering it. Never mind, he did pop it. So here come the Red Web Weavers, favoring the side of Ammonite. Varian just throwing some Lion's Fangs through the lane, the wave. Lion's Maws? I always mix up Lion Fang and Lion Maw. I think it's Lion Fang at level 1 and the talent, the actual ability name is Lion's Maw, but I'm probably wrong and I have it backwards. I know myself and I usually do that. Level 10's on the horizon from both sides. Nick gonna clear things out. Hyde poking at the Greymane in Worgen form. That's gonna be asleep. A concussion mine. Oh no, Nick might be dead here. The Anubarak Burrow Charge doesn't connect and Banana comes through. Masquerade will be hit with the Impale, and that's gonna be it right there. Also, I was poking out through the mid lane, and the Web Weaver phase does end. No major structures to fall. Anubarak with a nice burrow out from the Varian, looking for that taunt potential. Oh, half a level to go for level 10s on the side of Washed Up. Nick will grab another Siege Giant Camp for bottom lane. Genji to soak through the top. And Dahaka looks like he's delaying things out for the turn, and Dayquaza just needs to get 2 in. I don't think H82 will delay this one out. Drag is, it's a little shy right there. There's a little bit too late on the attempt. Siege Giants to bottom lane will go out. Camp to be grabbed over on the left-hand side for Washed Up. All right, 10 apiece, X-Strike, Tranquility, Riptire, Cocoon. Dahaka's holding. Do we see Adaptation? I assume it's Isolation, realistically. Go for the Throat Greymane. Yeah, it is Isolation Dahaka. Go for the Throat Greymane, Water Elemental, Winter Elemental for Hazoabs, Bunker for Blaze. Taunt from Varian, as we've already seen, he's got Shield Wall level 10, and Blinks for the Brightwing. Bottom lane forts should start taking significant damage down here. That's going to be Spell able to back away. Masquerade and crew pushing in through mid. Looking good. This is Washed Up making significant progress through this map right now. Maybe taking down the first structure. That will be a Nubarak burrowing away. Riptire coming out from the Junkrat. Might be more of a wave clear tool, and it kind of is. Pokes at Nick a little bit right there. Tranquility out from the Malfurion as you see him healing up with that AoE around him. Water Elemental split from Jaina, but still getting poke onto Hyde as the mid lane fort does fall. Bottom lane fort out as well. Bunker out from Blaze in the mid lane to be cleared out. A lot more value coming out from this Web Weaver phase, favoring the side of Washed Up. Looking a lot better after map number 1 by comparison, though it is kills favoring the side of Ammonite, those structures favoring our Washed Up crew. Washed Up can also go for another turn in. Cocoon onto the Greymane. That's Malfurion dead. Taunt from Varian was the utilization from that one. Dayquaza trying to back away. That's a Nubarak going in as well. H82 very low. Haven still poking at the enemy. Masquerade trying to step in. That's going to be Spell going down. Greymane with the... Did he go for the throat? I thought I heard it, but it might have just been Dark Flight realistically, and I think it was. Not seeing Go for the Throat go on any sort of cooldown, and H82 gonna burrow, gonna Lurk Restrain, and he's invisible, so he's not really targetable by that taunt. Well, Ammonite, you are not looking as impervious as you did on that map number 1. 3-2 in kills, got a half a level to go for 13 talent to your advantage, and a deficit definitely forming here, favoring our blue team. Now, will they tag Boss and go for Boss plus Webweaver? Doesn't look like it. Nick gets the last turn in. Hazuabs to get full mana, and here come the Webweavers once again favoring the side of Washed Up. No, I know, Fish. I know exactly. I was staring at it, and I was just waiting to see, and I was like, did it? It felt like it went so long, I was like, oh, it obviously didn't go, but yeah. I thought I heard it, but Dark Flight and Go for the Throat, sometimes the audio just, it very much sounds similar. Especially in a team fight with all the muddled audio. Regardless, we've got Jaina pushing top, we've got a Webweaver, actually no, Jaina will join mid lane, Blaze pushing bottom against the Dahaka. Reset backing off right now. Webweaver phase still looking good to the side of Washed Up as they've got a half a level lead for that talent tier. Actually, it's a level and a half lead realistically. Talent tier advantage by half a level. And the mid lane keep will start taking damage. Haben getting poked at here. Jaina dropping some blizzards down as well. Protection from Varian. He's able to back away. And the Webweaver through mid is cleared out. Catapult's still firing out a little bit here. Top lane, really big Webweaver wave coming through. And Jaina's still dropping blizzards through the mid. They want to take down a keep here, but is this going to be an overextension from the side of Washed Up? Riptire, Junkrat, a little far away. He's going to look for kind of a flank here. Taunt from the Varian, that's a lot of damage on the spell, and Nubrak looks absolutely just so squishy right now. Dahaka burrows under the ground, Malfurion with the Tranquility. Dahaka taps well. Does he have a drag to pull someone in? He looks for something, but he misses the Varian as the charge comes through. The root from Malfurion and the sleep, as the mid lane keep is looking like it will fall. The members of Washed Up take down their first keep against Ammonite. All right. 16, half a level away. Ammonite's got to make a big play happen here. They've got enough for a turn-in. I don't know who's got the vast majority. I think Dahaka's actually got the vast majority. It was 40-something? Yeah, he's got 45, so he's... Between Haben and H82, that's the turn-in for that team. Masquerade already in the bush. Will H82 walk straight into it? Yes, he will. He's dead. He's not dead. 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 He's not dead. He's not dead. Hazuab's very low right now. Phase shift from Brightwing coming through. X-Strike from the Genji, and that's going to be Hazuab's going down. The big damage dealer will fall. Now, the Water Elemental does get taken out by Haben. That's going to be a root onto the Blaze. Dekwaza pops the bunker, but he is not long for this world. That is going to be a lot of gems also dropped by him. Now, what do our members of Ammonite do? They've got a turn-in. Will they tag Boss? What are they going to look for here? Is it just a raw turn-in, get the lanes pushed out? Kind of feels like that's the case. Masquerade looking to delay things out here, but will he be punished for it? With the delay right here, they might push out waves. No. Junkrat's turning in with Malfurion. A Nubrak is zoning through mid. Genji pushing up bottom, and we do have the Dahaka pushing out the top lane. Half a level to go for 16 parity on the side of Ammonite. That double kill really helping them out in this late game. Genji polymorphed, but he's fine. No Varian around, so he feels like he's not too threatened right there. Nubrak does finish the Master, Regeneration Master, so he's got that done. A little extra health with his pool. H82's here, gonna be popping some Essence as well in lane. Webweavers have descended. Blaze clearing out top very quickly. Look at that Webweaver health bar just absolutely disintegrating. Mid lane is going down quite quickly as well before it gets much damage onto the bottom lane fort. So this is the members of Ammonite rotating to bottom to try and open things up further. I gotta say, Ammonite looking the shakiest they've looked in any series here. But it is 16 talent here. Elongated Tongue. Malfurion's got extra healing. We got some really, really good level 16s. That's a drag from Dahaka. There's going to be a concussion mine. There's a blizzard from the Jaina as well. Here comes the Blaze as a flank, but there's a cocoon onto him immediately. Polymorph onto the Anubra. Concussion mine pushes the Varian away. He was hit with the isolation as well. I feel like a lot of Ammonite members are using abilities as this slow disengage happens. Bunker down once from the Blaze again. Anubarak steps in for the jet propulsion, but hits him with an impale. That's going to be the kill onto Blaze, and now the reverse chase. Spell slowed by the Varian, but here comes Reset. He's poking at Nick. Not going to be enough to chase in further. The kill, they're happy about it. They can push in a lane. Varian does have that mortal wound. That's where you're going to be seeing the negative 40 next to the Anubarak. There's also a 25 armor reduction as well. Anubarak has to back off for a second, getting some healing over time. Whew. 14 gems necessary for a turn in for Ammonite. 23 gems for the side of Washed Up. H82 going to turn in a few with Haben as well. Hyde was Hearthing, but he's going to actually come back in. Masquerade not hit by the elongated tongue. There's going to be a soothing mist. Brightwing still goes to sleep. Is there going to be a dive from Genji? There's the Dragon's Claw. Hyde very low. Hazuap wants the kill, and Hazuap gets the snipe, but he went in so deep to get this. He shall fall. Trying to get a counter kill. Greymane inside the cocoon. That's a taunt from Varian. Buys a moment, for Nick to back away. Genji still chasing in. Blaze is here. Spell, reset, will back away. Top lane does have significant catapult pressure that needs to be answered. H82 is going to go ahead and deal with that real quick. I'd say this is the most tense match we've had all day so far. Ten seconds on the siege camp for bottom. That is actually enough for a turn-in through the Dahaka top lane, if I'm not mistaken. They need 14 gems. Nick with 25 over here in the bottom lane right now. Help of Dequaza, they'll quickly burn through the Siege Giants down over here. Grab some chunky experience. Taunt Varian onto Genji, but there's no follow-up major damage. $11 gems necessary for the turn-in. I think I saw like 5 and 6 on like Malfurion Genji or something like that. No, Anubarak and Genji, that's what it is. But actually, Dahaka gets the last little turn-in, so I thought they had just enough for the turn-in, not the case. Here comes another red Webweaver phase for the side of Ammonite. What can they do? Ammonite has had 3 Webweaver phases and hasn't even taken down a fort. Drag from Dahaka, burrow from Anubarak, phase shift in from Brightwing. Soothing Mist should come through immediately. Concussion Mine does bop them away. Reset slowed by the Varian. H82 pops the Essence as well. The mid lane fort will fall here. Well, actually, I say that, but I'm not even 100% sure at this rate. Bottom lane fort, the top lane's already cleared out. Bottom lane is going to be falling, so at least there's that structure down. So you have periodic catapult pressure matching in bottom lane. H82 drag, that's a lot of damage. Concussion Mine. Jaina's able to get the ice block, but yeah, that still is Genji coming in. Banana's the target in the backline, gets the blink heal over to an ally, but still goes down to the Malfurion with the Moonfire. That's a Anubarak going in for the Impale into Dequaza, who gets a short distance jet propulsion AoE stun. Nick trying to best to kite backwards while also getting those autos out. It won't be enough. The red Webweaver through bottom lane ends. Reset and Haben should get mid lane fort, and now here comes a boss call. Jaina and Brightwing dead for an average of 40 seconds between the two. So then, let's see. Neither team has a turn-in. 57. So they need 1 wave on the side of Washed Up. Washed Up needs just 3 gems, plus the turn-in of 47. And on the opposing side, they're like a little less. They're a little more than halfway to the 65 turn-in. But right now, Boss is pushing hard. Brightwing just now respawning. Have the members of Ammonite held out so hard that they're able to potentially take game here? Let's find out. If Ammonite can get 2 to 3 kills, I think they can end. But I don't think this is a game-ending moment right here, especially with the boss getting so very low. I thought they were going to be able to siege in a lot harder, but I'm not anticipating the lack of siege potential it feels that Ammonite does bring to the table. then it did kind of show with how long it took to get those structures down. But either way, we'll see some gems turned in from the side of Ammonite. As I said, Nick is probably going to Gilne and Cocktail through this wave, pick up the last 3 gems. He's also got the blunderbuss, but there you go. There's enough for a turn-in. Genji jumps in. Dequaz is a little on the far side of this engagement. Honestly, one good team fight for either side, and we go to map number 3. Jet Propulsion from Blaze, a lot of damage onto the Anub'arak taunted. Anub'arak does have the Traitor King. He goes right onto Jaina, Cocoon onto the Greymane. There's a Tranquility from the Malfurion. Jaina's going to be bopped around, and she will go down first in this engagement. Riptire, 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 because we got extra oomph. He's got to hit 3 people to get a reset, but at this point, I think it's kill Dequaza. Dequaza trying to get away, but resets right there with a swift strike through. That's going to be Nick trying to razor swipe his way out of this, but Anub'arak is just running past. Anub'arak doesn't give a crap, as that will be an elongated tongue. That's a kill onto Greymane. That's the gem economy shattered on the side of Washed Up as Ammonite goes in through bottom lane, the lane that was opened up earlier from that Webweaver phase, that third Webweaver phase that had so much push potential through bottom. And look at the way that Ammonite's playing. They're playing to the far side of the keep. They want to go core. They want to take this, and they want this to be a 2-0 in their favor in this best of 5 lower bracket matchup. Drag onto Brightwing. That should be a kill. Banana, rooted. Good blink heal, soothing mist. Now they have to focus on the core. Jaina's up in 10 seconds. They need to burn this down before the enemy starts coming back. Hyde will pop the Tranquility. Malfurion trying to CC the enemy as much as possible. Driptire from the Junkrat gets 25 seconds off the 75-second cooldown, but with Jaina back in, it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, map number 2 goes over to the Koreans. GG, well played. Ammonites on the verge of knocking out another EU team. Which team wins Tomb? Ammonite. Chonky. The score is 2-0. 2-0 right now. Hey, Ashmantle, thank you for the redemption. Let's do that right now while we're waiting. Mr. Bender? You hungry? Yeah? Imagine waking up and someone's just like, you want snacks? My ex did that to me once. She woke up and brought Taco Bell home. And I was like, yeah, let's get heartburn. Oh, excuse me. You're really upset that they lost that? They had 5 buildings to none taken? Well, you know what, Fish? When we're all feeling sad, the best thing to do is go fishing. Did you know that if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming? You can use your Prime Gaming here, get yourself some ad-free viewing, get yourself some amazing emotes, and you can support a wonderful streamer named Bandit, as well as me, Bahamut. But, yeah, just, you know, while we're waiting for our next map in this Best of 5 series, let's go ahead and go fishing, you know? It doesn't hurt to remind people from chat from time to time that they can use their Prime Gaming here. Not only can you use your Prime Gaming to get yourself ad-free viewing, amazing Twitch emotes, and you're supporting Bandit, but it also gives you a singular ticket into the Baja Ross giveaway happening this October 29th. You can also get yourself a Baja Ross ticket, or you can also get an entry ticket for free on the day of the painting using channel points. So if you want to get an extra raffle ticket into the Baja Ross giveaway, you show up on October 29th. And if you'd like to know the times, there it is right there. We'll be doing... Oh, I actually didn't put the times in, but it's going to probably be at like 9 or 10 a.m. my time. Probably 9 a.m. because from what I've heard, there's a Halloween party on the 29th that I'm supposed to go to. So thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for supporting. And if you'd like to support the stream further, it's always much appreciated. Bandits with the family? Oh, not yet, not yet. No, my family, they just landed and they got their suitcases. So they still have to drive, they still have to get their car and they still have to drive up the mountain, and they're doing the scenic route, so it's going to take a little bit. But still. Hi, bud. Alright, while we're getting ready for this, I'm going to leave with Bandit, and I'm going to get rid of some ads and stuff. So BRB, don't go anywhere. We'll get into the next game soon, okay? Don't go anywhere. Alright. Oof. When your parents come to visit, they want a rental car, so I can't really pick them up if they're already getting their car ready. Oh, you're making them drive their own asses from the airport? That's a power play. Not really. I mean, the other factor, too, is I drive a Subaru, which is low to the ground, and my mom has back problems, so getting in and out of a Subaru is not the best for her back. So, you know, I don't think, no, it's like, and even then, like, in the winter when they come visit, it makes more sense for them to rent a car than for them to borrow my car in the winter, because if they want to go, I don't know, if they want to go to one of the ski resorts or anything like that and there's a snowstorm, a higher profile car is way better to have, so... my dinky old Subaru is probably not the thing that they want to use on a vacation, but we got a game! Exactly, Day. I'm right there. Like, I'd rather them sit in a car that's comfortable. Also, my car smells like Bandit. My car smells like dog a bit, so... And they're not the biggest dog people. I clean my house, and I wash my dog, and I wash the floors. I very much prep for my, gotta get a lift kit on that Subaru. Oh yeah, Rob Dog, just send me the money for the, what is it? It's a 1-inch lift kit on the Subaru? It's a very tiny lift kit on the Subaru. I'm gonna stick to my money. Hey, Freaky Mage, I'm gonna leave your message there. That's inappropriate. I'm gonna leave your message there so everyone can see it. But that's inappropriate. Don't do that. That's not funny. I don't care what the buyer-consumer ratio of Subarus is. I don't give a shit. That's inappropriate. Don't do that, Freaky. Diablo, Lucio to be grabbed. We are going to have a Sergeant Hammer and a Tyrael. And we'll have first pick coming out from the side of Washed Up. This will be the map choice of Ammonite. Sure, but Freaky, no one knows that. I don't know that. I can't assume that. So it's not really a funny joke regardless. Regardless of however your sexual orientation is, it's not a funny joke, period. It's a dumb automotive thing. I don't get it, but whatever. Let's move on. Genji will be taken away by the side of Washed Up, so they'll be getting rid of the potential for reset. But reset could always just go Hanzo. on a map like this. We'll see a Blaze Rhaegar to kick things off here. So Hyde will be back onto Rhaegar using Bloodlust, I assume. We'll see the Genji. And what else? And what else? They took away the Genji. So what are they going to build around it? Are they going to go Jaina again? Will Hazuabs pull out the Lost Vikings? This is a matchup that is it's an elimination matchup, and it's an elimination map potentially for the members of Washed Up. They're going to grab Leoric Joanna. Okay. So we still need a healer for the side of Washed Up. And there's no Brightwing ban. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Brightwing ban. The Polymorph last game was nearly what won the game. Not nearly, but it was one of the winning factors in a lot of those early game team fights. It's actually going to be a Malfurion ban. Kind of interested. There's no way they're going to Rhaegar and Brightwing. There's no way they're going to do that. Sylvanas to be banned away. Okay. So Infernal Shrines is also a very good map for Mephisto, so we could see Mephisto jumping in here for the side of Ammonite. We have had Haben play that in the past. I'm curious what tank's spell is going to be on as well. We could see another Anubarak from spell, as he just played it. Was banned out again from that Diablo here in the start of the draft. Okay. There's the Hanzo. There's the Anubarak. My assumption here is that this is a Brightwing. This should be a Brightwing and then something for some Shrine value. Actually, you know what's pretty good on this map, and it's not banned out? Tychus. Hazuab's Tychus could be the pickup with a Brightwing. I think the Tychus would work out really good for the percent-based damage, the damage around the objective phase, as well as the Commandeer Odin. Oh, shit! Bloodlust, all of the Korean healers have been running Bloodlust, basically. I don't think I've seen a single Korean team run, Ancestor Healing. Alright, they're gonna try and roll back the series with an Abathur. We'll see if they can do it, man. We'll see if they can do it. It'll be interesting. What's gonna be over here, though? What are we gonna... Is it the Mephisto? I do like the Mephisto, realistically, but it's gonna be Tychus. Actually, no, you know, the Tychus is probably better than the Mephisto because the healing output from the Kharazim is not going to be able to deal with some of the shredding that Tychus can offer. So this could be... I actually really like this now that we're kind of like going through the steps of what could potentially happen for the side of Ammonite. I think Ammonite takes the series here, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. But as I have said in the past, and I'll say right now, you've got 2 minutes to get your gambles in. Get your gambles in. Reverse sweep incoming. All right. Well, let's see your gambles reflect that. Let's see you show up. Oh, excuse me.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
I am once again Bandit Bucks broke. Go Washed Up. All right. Abathur to be played by Hazuabs. Base skin as well. No fancy skins, eh? Nick on the Genji, Dequaza on the Leoric, Banana on the Kharazim, and Masquerade to play the Joanna. Over on the side of Ammonites, we're going to be looking at Anubarak, played by Spell, H82 on the Blaze, Hyde on the Rhaegar, Reset on the Hanzo, and Haben to play the Tychus.
Let the battle begin.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, are we saying goodbye to another EU team, or will we say hello to map number 4 through Infernal Shrines? Let's find out. Punchy build for the Kharazim, W at level 1. I believe the name is Pressurized Glands for the Abathur. Quarterback for the Tychus at level 1. Neural Stimpack for the Blaze. Interested why Neural Stimpack over Adrenaline Stimpack. I see it from time to time. I think it's Neural, I'm pretty sure it is. Either way, it's a statement. They're on NA accounts. Well, so the only counterpart I would throw out there, Day, is like, isn't like everything unlocked on the Next Level Gaming computers? Because like, isn't that like the whole thing? Is like, because that was like the ad bit from Next Level Gaming. It's like, play here. Next Level Gaming is a Blizzard Cafe, and you can play all heroes unlocked with getting extra experience. I guess all heroes unlocked doesn't mean all cosmetics unlocked. So never mind. My point is moot. All heroes may be unlocked, but not the cosmetics. So never mind. I kind of figured out my own answer by working through the logic. Camp invade from the side of Washed Up, and they will be able to steal that away. Hyde getting low does go down, trying to take someone else with them, and that's first blood over to the side of Washed Up. We got there. Look. I've been up since 5:30 in the... Oh, God. Goodbye? Goodbye. Goodbye? Hello? Goodbye. These are local servers. You think Blizzard has local servers? No. They're playing on Central Server. We haven't had, like, tournament servers since, like... I mean, we used to have a tournament server, but that was still, like... I don't think they actually had... I don't know how HGC ran, honestly. I really don't know. I don't think these were local. I think they were still just using whatever was closest region to that area. Actually, yes, because during the HGC days, there was complaints about, like, Western and Central server stuff. I was wondering how the accounts that heroes are unlocked then. It has to do... It's a Blizzard thing. It's a Blizzard thing. Like, it has to do with, like, I don't know the specifics of it, but essentially, like, Next Level Gaming is a Blizzard Cafe, so they have, like, special... I think they have something, like, special set within their actual, like, overall account or something like that. There's probably some fancier steps. Yeah, it's a thing Blizzard offers to internet cafes. There you go, exactly, yep. Next Level Gaming is a Blizzard Cafe. That means that you can play with all heroes unlocked and 50% experience gain. And with such amazing computers, you gotta have such amazing monitor. I semi-remember the plug from CCL, but it's gonna be Nick remembering to dive out of this engagement. Dequaza is getting very low. He shall fall. 1 for 2. That's a jet propulsion from H82. And another kill for the side of Ammonite early on here. They're pushing towards 7s. They're gonna grab this Mortar Punisher, and they will be pushing into mid. It's in the client itself, not the account. There you go. Thank you, Ninja. Someone who understands things can... Someone who understands things. Perfect. Nubrak burrows in. Good damage onto Banana. Gets the dash over to the Shaman. Abathur will fall to Tychus?
Red team has summoned a Mortar Punisher.
Blaze dies. Because he's a worm, so it's like Snake, close enough to Abathur. Get it? Did you get it? Did you guys get it? Top lane's got some good old pushing from Dequaza. He should have Wraithwalk to be able to get out of this without taking much damage. Reset. Might go for a good scatter, but they don't chase in Dequaza further. The scatter was... Actually, it wasn't as good as I anticipated. I thought more scatters would kind of bounce into that lower region. Not the case. 8 apiece in levels 2 to 4 in kills, and things, ladies and gentlemen, are ramping up here in our third best of 5 of the day. This is an elimination matchup, as it's been all morning. And we'll see. Are the members of Washed Up done for the tournament, or can they rally for that next map? If he dies again, I'm pushing the button. It's no flame to Hazuabs. Hazuabs could literally play circles around me. But I have the opportunity to flame him a little bit, I'm going to. I actually have insane respect for that man, but... I can't believe that Haben got the kill onto him. I really wish we saw that. I really wish we saw how Haben got that kill. Top lane, Banana, Dequaza pushing up here. The H82 will see Nick in the bush and backs away immediately. Meanwhile, in a mid lane, that's going to be Joanna getting pressured. She pops the Iron Skin, doesn't have the extra duration. She does have the Sins exposed, but... Subdue is finished! Subdue is finished. I've had people joke around with me. They're like, the only time you get Subdue finished is when you die. And hey, you know what? I saw 4 -35s and I go, that's Subdue done. Top lane fort will fall And the next objective phase is in top lane, so things are looking okay. That's going to be a Bloodlust from Hyde. There's going to be an Entomb from Leoric. Dayquaza having to Wraith Walk out. He does a short distance Wraith Walk, but here comes Spell with the Cocoon onto the Tychus, or onto the... Sorry about that. Onto the Kharazim. Abathur kills the Hanzo. Hazoab's getting the clone onto Genji there. Looks like, is Blaze is just anchoring in the bush. Okay. So we see a trade. Die for stacks worth. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, brother. We got Mule for the Abathur. Keep that in mind. Adrenal Overload for the Abathur at level 4 as well. Purge, Bloodlust, nothing really else to note other than that Neural Stimpak as I talked about at the start. And I already mentioned Mule. Hanzo will see Nick and everyone kind of moving into bottom lane over here. We have Haben and Hyde backing off. That's going to be a lot of damage, and 7-sided strike takes down Anubarak. Anubarak's death timer will be roughly in line with the... It's actually just a little shy. It's a little bit earlier than the objective facing, but Anubarak still has to rotate into lane, so they will be late for this. Though it seems like everyone's going to be late to the party right now. Kharazim copy would be spicy. We could see it. It wouldn't be the first time. Reset, gonna just die. I think Jaina's actually one of the best clone targets out there. I'm not saying like what people are in chat are saying are wrong by any means. When it comes to targets, she's really good because you get the spell power buff. You also get the if the real Jaina has already like marked the enemies with the the trait value, the clone Jaina also already has that trait value kicking up. So there's like double Jaina's really good. But also you also do have attack speed bonus on that clone as well. So you also can be like Kharazim's great, Genji's great for autos, Greymanes are very good as well. But I do like Jaina. I think Jaina's like a S-tier copy target. Yeah, she's very strong. But of course, Arcane Punisher. Over to the side of Ammonite. They may be down a little bit in experience. Actually, no, it's more like nearly 3/4 of a level of experience, but maybe they'll close that gap through the top lane. Genji's still soaking mid. Abathur pushing up bottom. Abathur, W at 13. W at 13, if I'm not mistaken, is healing. Because it's the 16 that slows. Or the reverse. 50-50 on that one. Arrow from Hanzo. Passing through the enemy. It's right. Hell yeah, brother. 13 is heal, 16 is slow. That's what I thought. But of course, like, since I can't look at talents and check myself, I always get confused and nervous. That's a Bloodlust. That's going to be reset so very low. The bunker! The bunker! Oh, he's going to go down. Reset first to go down in this engagement. That's a 7-sided strike from Banana coming through. That's a lot of damage onto Dayquaza. The healing reduction's out, but Rhaegar is fine right now. He's going to get some chain heals out as well. Dayquaza's so very low. Banana coming in as well. H82 and friends are getting the heals, but it seems like Ammonite should fall in this retreat. They don't have a good retreat path, not until mid lane. Tychus throws back a grenade. Hazoabs gets the kill. Spell will fall. What do the members of Washed Up do? They've got to make a significant play here. Do they go bottom and open up keep for the next objective, or do they take down mid lane fort for the passive experience and the catapult pressure? Nick might get punished for being aggressive here, but he's absolutely fine. So mid lane fort is down. Structurally, the advantage, structurally, kill, and experience-wise, the advantage is swung over to the side of Washed Up. What can they do with this, though? They've got some Blessed Shield, but where's the rest of the team? That's Blessed Shield, Iron Skin. Arrow from Hanzo will be utilized. Cocoon onto the Kharazim as well. Nick trying to get the backline. Clone is down for the next 17 seconds. 7-sided strike from the Kharazim. Bunker comes out from Blaze. Is this a turnaround moment? Bloodlust from the Rhaegar. That's a lot of damage onto Genji. He will fall. Dayquaza should be next. And that's Masquerade and Banana leaving. All of this happened because Masquerade went in for a blessed shield with no one around. I'm sorry, I gotta be critical of that. Blessed shield, no one around, pop Siren Skin, no utility to save the allies after that. I'm right there with you, Jade. I don't like being judgmental because these players are insanely skilled by comparison of my own mechanical prowess, but looking at all of this, that was not the play right there. Team was not around, and Dayquaza steps in right here. 5 seconds on Genji to respawn. Abathur did clone. It looks like Abathur cloned the Joanna, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Commandeer Odin to open up things through the bottom lane. Next objective is in bottom lane. H82 gonna go inside the Entomb from Leoric. I was looking at bunker and my brain couldn't get past the bunker term. That's a lot of damage. On to reset. He gets the agility out. He's going to try and get inside the bunker. That's also a cocoon onto the Kharazim. Onto the Genji. Kharazim does go down. We see Rhaegar and Hanzo to fall, but Dayquaza will be traded. It's a 2 for 2. Haben, he needs to get these autos out. Nick is so low, but so is Haben. He shall fall. H82 tries to turn things around, and Spell, the lone last member of Ammonite, will back off and clear out mid lane as the objective phase will spawn here in the bottom of the map. Things are looking good to the side of Washed Up here in the late game. Masquerade ruining it, and Hazuab saving the day. Good grief. Every time I see Good Grief, I think of, it reminds me of early seasons of JoJo that I've been seeing. Oh, good grief, old man. All right, reset hide. They're going to grab this camp over here on the right-hand side. Spell is anchoring for the allies as well. 36 skeletal defenders, and Leoric looks like he's kind of holding over here. Hazuabs is slapping a camp. Good job, Hazuabs. Sorry, I gotta catch my breath. Are Washed Up looking for 20 off of this? Are they looking for like 20 and push to go core and end? Kind of seems like it. Dayquaza's in the bush. He'll see Anubarak step up at some point, then probably 180. And Masquerade should get the last skeletal defender. No, they want that 20. Wave's also gonna be pushed up through the top lane. Catapult removed. I wonder what Ammonite are thinking here. I wonder what their comms are like. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to distinguish them if we were able to jump in because it would be in Korean, but I wonder what like their game plan, like what's their strategy here? Is it like, okay, like hard defend bottom, find a kill in top, like, oh, we'll find out. Oh, Flaxseed, don't jinx it, Flaxseed. Frozen Punisher bottom lane, very good Punisher to siege with, 20 talent to your advantage. Abathur with the Hive Mind, so that's going to be a secondary hat on a close proximity ally. That's going to be Living Weapon Genji, Buried Alive, Storm Shield for the Kharazim, and Radiating Faith for the Joanna. Anubarak pulls the Immortal, or the Punisher, towards the mid area. Punisher goes back towards bottom. Commandeer Odin trying to poke out here. Entomb from Leoric with the Buried Alive. That's going to be 7-sided strike. Bunker comes down from the Blaze. He's going to be able to survive this for now. Punisher jumps over once again. Commandeer Odin still poking out here and there. Very low hide does go down before Bloodlust. Actually, Bloodlust was used, but it doesn't matter. Blaze will fall. And ladies and gentlemen, the EU members have done it. They've put one up on the board. No way they can throw it here right now. The Abathur composition, OP. And this is going to be Washed Up. Not looking wrung out, as I was joking out around at the beginning of the game. Haben will fall. They're establishing some dominance, and this is going to be the Punisher to fall, and so will the core. GG, well played. Over to Washed Up. Cut the core! Choose outcome. No contest. Washed Up does win Infernal Shrines. After you said no, they could throw. They stopped clicking core. I know. I was honestly not at that point. At that point, it was done. It was done. They went for a little bit of flash. They were getting some revenge for those earlier games, but. Well, there we are. All right. It's a series, ladies and gentlemen. It's one's up on the board for the EU crew. You won points. Congratulations, Nancy. How you doing, friend? How is your Saturday? You doing well? Nice and cozy with the puppies? Speed running to the airport, Porky! Oh, Jesus. Sorry. I opened up Twitter and I see that and I'm like, ugh. Oh, God. All right. Toxic. What? The first match to not be 2 or 3-0. I know, right? Took him long enough. Oh God, that just sorry, that just it just hit me right in the funny bone, man.
Towers of
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're here ready to go into our next map. Let's go ahead and jump into the draft. There we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into our best of 5 series in the bottom bracket. This is an elimination matchup on Towers of Doom. So when your parents arrive, they'll be providing color commentary for your casting. No, when my parents arrive, they'll be providing pizza for me. And I'm going to say bye-bye. Korean team has HGC players. I mean, yeah, ex-HGC. I mean, Hazuab's played in HGC. There's some old guard. I mean, BBJ played earlier today. So, yeah, there's a lot of old guard, new guard. There's a lot of young blood, old blood. Sergeant Hammerband, not surprising. What are we gonna get here for the side of Washed Up? We're going to Towers of Doom. This is personally one of my favorite maps to cast, so excited for this one quite a bit. Hazu and Risa also played in StarCraft 2. They did indeed. Hazuabs, I think, didn't he played Warcraft 3 as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? Hazuabs also played in an Age of Empires tournament that Grubby was a part of like half a year ago at this point. I kind of wish I learned Age of Empires when it all happened, so that way I could maybe have done the casting for that event, but you know what? It is what it is. We look towards the future. Abathur ban. So Tyrael is up and available. Tyrael, which has been consistently banned out against the members of Washed Up, is available. We will see the Genji ban, so that does allow Spell to get back on Diablos. So what is this? Is this an early Tyrael to lock it in place for Masquerade? I do feel like he's very, very strong in this. It synergizes and plays with his team composition extremely well. But also the things to consider. This is Towers of Doom. We have solo lane like Dahaka, double soak rotation is really, really strong. Brightwing is up and available for phase shifting. And we big braining. We're just big braining out here. No, I mean, just realistically, like, I'm not trying to be an oracle. I'm just trying to literally look at it and say, like, what is good for this map? What does this team need to win? And the Brightwing in the previous series on Tomb of the Spider Queen was almost the reason, was one of the reasons they were pushing so far ahead so early. Dahaka, great grab here for Dayquaza. Do you see what I did there? Great grab, because tongue drag. Okay, anyways. I'm hilarious. Though, Sylvanas will be grabbed. Haben's on that. Blaze will be grabbed as well. So the Blaze play, the Diablo play, the Sylvanas. This is a very strong core composition from the side of Ammonite. Will this be a Rhaegar ban? It doesn't. I don't feel like the Rhaegar has been like leaps and bounds beyond other healers. I feel like Malfurion ban is probably the call here, because the Malfurion in Tomb of the Spider Queen was a big turnaround factor. Hyde is a really good Malfurion player, so I cannot blame them for getting rid of that. On the opposing side, they do need a main tank. A Garrosh ban is not bad, but also a Tyrael ban is probably in the consideration because of the fact of Masquerade. Now, will Masquerade go into the Garrosh to manage the Diablo and Blaze who want to instigate or dive in? Good morning, Iron Flare. How you doing today, cutie? You get some good sleep? Give us sleep, please. I didn't sleep a ton last night. My family's gonna be here soon with pizza. Oh, ooh, ah. Cannot wait. Joanna and Hanzo. Okay. Poke potential from Hanzo is good. Joanna as a tank is just all around, just well-rounded. I do like the Garrosh a little bit more, just for the control and the threat, and as well as the self-cleanse with Indomitable. But also keep in mind, Joanna does have the self-cleanse with the Iron Skin and blah, 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 blah. Last two picks, though, we're going to need a healer and some extra damage. That's scary. That's a very scary composition. Just woke up, slept well. Must be nice. Let's see. Hanzo. The wave clear's okay-ish. They could look for something damage-wise. The CC is slightly lacking on the side of Washed Up. They've got some things, but hey, that's okay. That's not too bad. I'm not sure if I like Imperious or if I like Thrall more. I think I kind of like Thrall more, but I also think I like Thrall more because I like Thrall. Which team wins Towers of Doom? Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. You've got 2 minutes. Get your gambles in. Nyx Imperious. That is true. It is Nyx Imperious. That is very, very true. Percent damage for Diablo? Yeah. Percent damage into Blaze, too. It could be pretty strong. Could be pretty strong. Don't forget to get your gambles in. Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the final game in this series. Or, as chat's been saying, the reverse sweep is a potential. The reverse sweep is in play currently. You still need money from the blast bet. I've already paid that out. If you don't see the prediction, refresh your stream. I always pay out the bet before, like, right when we get to the score screen. So if you can't see the bet, that means that there's something wrong on your end of Twitch. But the gambles are going. You got a minute to do so. I also literally can't start a prediction with there being a prediction active. Yeah. You literally can't start a prediction. You can't have an active prediction and then start a new one. It just there's no button for it. Come on now. Twitch isn't that advanced. Alrighty, let's see. We're about to load on in. We're about to load on into the map. Maybe? Or is there a pause? Somebody got their points in. Wait, is there no game? Hello? Game? So, how you doing? How's it going, chat? I guess we're sitting here. And, the game will start soon? Today was fun. Today was fun. Yeah, today's been fun so far. No worries, fish. Boom. I willed it into the universe. On the left-hand side, we have the members of Washed Up. We got Nick on the Imperious, Dayquaza to play the Dahaka. Hazuabs will be on the Hanzo, Banana on the Brightwing, and Masquerade to play the Joanna.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Hello, Raven Lord. And over on the side of the Gravekeeper, we have got Ammonite. We have got Haben on the Sylvanas. Spell will be playing the Diablo. H82 on the Blaze. Hyde to be on the Stukov. Reset on the Greymane. We look at level 1s. We see that Dahaka's going to be going Enhanced Agility, new habits for the Blaze. We do have the Reactive Ballista Spores for the Stukov as well. Greymane gonna go trade at level 1. Pretty standard right there. That's a lot of damage on the H82. He's gonna try and back away. The shield guard's coming off from Joanna. A little bit of self-body blocking or ally body blocking as the Blaze moves to top. Mike onto high, or onto Spell in the rotation. Sonic Arrow sidestepped right there. Haben locking down the minions really quickly, and Spell just getting slowed here. Regeneration Globes going to the allies, as Hazuab's picking up quite a few of those simple geometry stacks. Already 9 out of the 20 on that one. The sooner you get it done, obviously, just more arrows will spawn off of those scatters, and Spell might go down here. Even though there's the healing pathogen and everything from Stukov, it won't be enough, and First Blood goes over the side of Washed Up. Nothing like a full weekend of HOTS with our favorite caster. Aw, Ton, that's nice of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all giving Bandit such kind words for his breakout day in casting. He's been a little nervous, but thank you all for being so kind to my puppy. Nah, thanks for being here, everybody. It's been fun casting. As I've said throughout the day, I do apologize for not being able to cast all day, but I haven't seen my family in a long time, so it's gonna be nice to at least spend some time with them when they arrive in about an hour or two. And of course, I'll be here all day tomorrow for the games. I'll be here for the 2 best of 5s and the best of 7 tomorrow. I will not miss any games tomorrow. I'll probably be streaming before my family's even awake. Fully awake. My mom will be up. My dad will probably be sleeping. He's doing a fabulous job. Thank you, Nancy. I'll be sure to pass that along to Bandit. Let's see. We got the level 4s coming in for Washed Up soon. Big rotation into top lane. Will they? Yeah, Dayquaza's not stepping too far out. I think he sees the enemy or knows the enemy's missing on map, as Reset's been in bottom lane by himself for a little too long here for the comfort of that Dahaka. He's going to go ahead. The Dahaka check the top lane camp, and he's not going to start it. It looks like his positioning's in the bush for the lane, so no camp for top lane to be grabbed. Sappers in bottom were already grabbed and stolen away on the opposing side. That's going to be Hyde getting scattered a little bit by the Hazuab Zero. One Sapper goes in. Sylvanas locking down the other 2 with the Black Arrow. And here comes... Wait, I don't know if it actually got the explosion. I can't tell. It did, I think, actually. So mid lane, going to have the experience picked up by Nick. We have a triple altar phase, typically top, left, and right traded up by the solo laners. And then the mid or bottom position, which is the RNG, well, being in mid this time, will be contested by the core 4. We do have biotic armor for the Stukov as well, so that's something to consider for the extra armor into some of these fights. Hyde going to cancel out right there, not getting poked at by Hazuabs. We do have the 2 solo laners trading out. H82 a little bit slower than Dayquaza, but it doesn't matter because there's no invade and there's no time for Dayquaza to go in for any sort of interrupt. That's going to be Spell initiating, getting the healing pathogen. Here comes a brush talk from Dahaka. Blaze is coming in as well. The oil slick's on top, or underneath Nick. That's a celestial charge onto 2. Hazuab's looking for those angles on the scatters to try and get some good damage into the enemy as well as finish out those stacks. Reset, getting the healing pathogen, has the eyes in the dark. H82 going for the channel. Phase shift from Brightwing buys some time as Hazuab's gets 1 delay. I deserve a break? Not according to Twitch. Twitch wants me to stream... How many hours did I say? Like 150 hours in the month of November? They want me to stream for like 140-ish hours for the month of November. And I'm gonna be gone for 7 days in November, basically, so there's no way I'm hitting that time. Like, I was doing the math earlier, I would have to stream every day for like 6.5 hours to hit the time that they want. 6.5 hours every day. Heck that, man. Dude, heck that. Gotta get that grind set on, bro. 150 hours a day. Ugh. Grind mentality. More like, please just give me pizza mentality. Spell gonna go down in the bottom lane. Dayquaza with the channel, and Ammonite not looking as threatening here in the map. I really thought with their composition they would be aggressive, finding early kills, but it's quite the opposite. It is quite the opposite here, 3-0, favoring the side of Washed Up. They've got nearly a level lead over the members of Ammonite. I actually think one of the sappers went into a wall and didn't do any damage. Lurking on from Stukov, trying to find a moment for Reset to get away. Here comes Diablo. Big Shadow Charge in to try and disrupt everything with a Fire Stomp as well, and Reset is able to Razor Swipe and back away. Diablo's not tanky. Huh? Diablo is not tanky. Diablo the tank character is not tanky. Diablo the character, which we had a running joke about correlation to amount of health bars to Diablos. Not tanky, eh? 10 talent tier around the horizon for both these teams. Let's go ahead and see what they're gonna get. Will we see an Apocalypse? I feel like we've had like maybe 1 or 2 Apocalypse Diablos. A lot of Diablo play throughout the weekend, but not a ton of Apocalypse. More so that Lightning Breath value and fight style. Bless Shield, that's gonna be the Sky Suplex. We've got Wrath of the Injurious. They're gonna kidnap Nick, but it doesn't get the kill. Doesn't get the kill. The drag does not connect. That's an arrow from Hanzo that will connect. There's going to be a lightning breath from Diablo. Nick is going to get chunked by that massive shove. Kind of saving Dahaka right there, but still. Go for the Throat Greymane. A little surprised by Go for the Throat Greymane with a Dahaka, Joanna, and Imperious. No Curse Bullet. No potential for Gnail and Roulette at level 20. That's kind of surprising to me. Celestial Charge coming into a few members right there. That's going to be a Healing Pathogen going around from the Stukov, spreading from player to player with the Biotic Armor value as well. Bunker comes down from Blaze, getting some Flame Streams out to the enemy team as the healing reduction from Joanna, Sins Exposed level 7, will take effect on the hero she hits with that Subdue. Greymane goes down first. Healing Pathogen spread, and Diablo's souls are reset. Another objective phase to the side of Washed Up, who are just building mass momentum here in map number 4, Towers of Doom. It's reset, they have to have reset. That is a good point. Can't argue with that logic. Bottom lane fort shall fall. First structure to fall here on Towers of Doom. 5-0 in kills. The members of Washed Up are paving a path to map number 5. Oh, apparently 4 minutes ago, bear walked in front of my yard. Scatter arrow out from the Hanzo, following up his Dragon's Arrow, but no kill to be found in all of this. 36 to 28 core HP as the Sappers are attempted to be fed through bottom lane. Sonic Arrow to check the flank position for the Blaze, who was missing on map. We've got Haben taking quite a bit of damage. Healing Pathogen spread around to the allies through Stukov. And Fire Stomp's coming out. Diablo just trying to get some soul to flame value, but I also think Washed Up is consciously trying to not give too much with that one, staying within those Fire Stomps. It's also free damage, so. Washed Up are losing respect. I guess that's a good thing, realistically, right? No, I mean, it's kind of a good thing. Like, they're just like, all right, let's just go ham. Balls to the wall. Let's go Diamond Hams. That will be Isolation Drag onto the Sylvanas. Haben going to try and back away, but he just can't get away. That's going to be the Haunting Wave to get out. Shield Glare will come through as well. And arrow, arrow, arrow!
Take the altars.
I have a button for this on my stream deck. Nick and Masquerade with the channel. 10 shots in. 36 to 18. 36 to 18. Where was this Washed Up in map number 1? Where was this team in map number 2? Because, you know what? I will say in map number 2 that it was actually extremely close on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It was insanely close towards that mid-game. But level 16 hit, and that was the turnaround moment. And I wonder, is this Ammonite? Do they need to scale? Can we also see the talents? It has been a while since we've seen talents at the bottom of the screen. Jet propulsion in from the Blaze, not connecting. Sappers in through the bottom lane. That's a little... Oh, Blessed Shield. Wrath of Angiers. Dahaka Brushstalk into the back. He's going to look for the drag. That's going to be unstoppable from the Blaze. He can't get the jet propulsion out in time as the Hanzo does get the kill. Drag will connect onto Spell. Arrow wide from Hazuabs, but Spell will still fall. And this is domination through the bottom lane. Nick with the Celestial Charge. Big isolation onto Greymane, and he has to back away. Resetting, reset. One Sapper over the wall right there. 17 to 36 in core HP. More Sappers to be grabbed for bottom lane. Altar in the center of the map. No talent to your advantage, but maybe one will form within the next 10 or so seconds. Dahaka is in the top lane. He used Brushstalk recently, I feel. I think it still should be on cooldown if I'm not mistaken. Masquerade. Just getting some pressure onto H82. Does back away with the jet propulsion. Single ulters up and available. Dahaka gets the 16 for the allies. He'll meander his way down. He does have the enhanced agility. He moves at 138%. 138% when he taps the bush for 5 seconds. Nick going to be pushing around Spell, or vice versa. Diablo done with Soul, so it's time to end. Blaze pops the bunker. Isolation from Dahaka, and a scatter and an auto will be enough. The bottom lane will be reconverted. The arrow is going to be wide. That's a shadow charge onto a target. Nick with the Masquerade with the Blessed Shield. Wrath of Angiers, Wailing Arrow, Polymorph, Massive Shove, and it's fallen apart here for the members of Ammonite. Ammonite falling apart here on Towers of Doom, 36 to 13 in core HP, 11 seconds on Blaze, and the Gravekeeper is falling apart. More scatters out from the Hanzo. Shield glare from the Joanna as well. What if Ammonite hits 16? Because, I mean, we can't see talents for the last 5 levels almost, I feel. There we go. Virulent Reaction, W builds, Giant Slayer, Tunneling Claws, Critterize, and Vision. Okay. 16's hit by the side. Yeah, ouch, I was gonna say. 16 may be hit by the side of Ammonite, but they still lose the fight with Sylvanas going down early. Dahaka burrows in. Massive Shiv not connecting. Isolation will go out into the Greymane. I feel like Reset has not done much in this game on the Greymane. He's just been kind of forced back consistently in these engagements. Celestial Charge will not connect, and Wrath of Angiers will go out onto the Diablo. Does he have the displacement to get the kill onto Spell? There's a bunker down from Blaze. The drag will connect. We've got a big old fight breaking out. Celestial Charge feels like it didn't connect right there. Banana does go down to the Greymane in the back line. We currently have Spell so very low. Sappers will rush into the fort right there. The Hyde is going to be chasing down Dequaza. What is this engagement? How much do they get from this on the side of Ammonite? I think they get top right and bottom, and they give over left side. Maybe they go boss too? I think Reset heard you. Oh, good.
Lay claim to the altars.
So Blaze with the delay.
Do not disappoint me.
Sylvanas gets the channel. Greymane gets the channel. Is that Blessed Shield? Yes, it was.
Is that all?
So Ravenlord just took 8 damage, down to 28. Hanzo is going to jump over the wall, and he'll use the Sonic Arrow to delay once. Haben actually steps up to try and... Oh, these delays is too much. The delays are too much, they're too long. They have to give this over. Though H82 will delay out a little bit of Masquerade as well, allowing some other siege to happen across the map. Arrow. Dahaka Brushstalk. Bunker from Blaze is available if he really, really needs it. Pops the level 1. That's a Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas as well to be thrown out. Hazoabs gets the channel finally. Greymaine's still pushing bottom. Greymane is still pushing bottom lane, opening things up. He's got the Inner Beast active. Don't think he's going to convert Bell Tower on his own. 28-9 in core HP. No boss taken on this map yet. Did Reset stay too long in bottom lane? Masquerade stepping in. We do have the split fight right now. A lot of damage onto Nick. Nick is going to be burninated by the Diablo. Hazoabs gets a short distance agility away right there. And late game Ammonites starting to show up right now. Was it just the 16 they needed? What happened? Next objective phase, top left and right. Bottom lane fort shall be worked on here. I don't know if it's going to go down. Black arrows from Haben do signify that this will be a fort through the bottom lane. And now, do they make a rotation to mid for that as well? Or is this just going to be a camp for bottom? Seems like it's going to be the latter of the two. No, they're going to try and make a play into Blaze in top lane. Blaze is a little far up in the lane, I will be honest. Jet propulsion onto the Hanzo. Here comes Dahaka. Bunker's up right now, but he's polymorphed. He'll pop the Indomitable. Excuse me, he'll pop the new habits. He'll pop out the other side. Jeez, the jet propulsion. Spell's going to come in here with the... Another headshot from Hazoabs gets the kill right there. And Banana's so very low, Banana. Masquerade has stepped out. Bless shield into the face of the enemy as well. Masquerade needing to back away. So does Reset. That's a lot of damage onto Haben, who gets, Hyde, who gets a good self-heal. And now bottom lane, 1-2 over the wall. Three, actually. I think 3 did go over the wall. Boss is going to be taken over here on the left-hand side. I don't think they can invade onto this. Also, no 20s. So 20s to be grabbed through mid, and they can't trade these. Yes, they can. They can trade. Both of these need to be capped by the side of by Washed Up. Hazoab gets the agility over the wall. It's a lot of big Lightning Breath value. Level 20, we do have the Hellgate. Hanzo does go down. Hellgate, was it used by spell yet? He's going to go ahead. Fire Stomp forward. There's the Shadow Charge onto Dahaka. Overpower as well. Dequaza maybe getting the phase shift in from Brightwing and does get it in time. Massive shove onto Masquerade. We currently have the Greymane jumping in. Reset finding the kill onto the Imperious. Weighted Pustule onto Banana, but she's able to get the blink away. And the left side was not channeled yet. We could see 10 shots into the core of Washed Up, but no, it could be 12. It could be 12 damage into the core of Washed Up, who will immediately rush to bottom lane to start clearing out that wave. When's boss up? I can't see the timer. If we could pan up just an inch. Nope. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. 12 shots into the enemy core. Top lane to be worked on. Blaze to grab Sapper Camp. 13-5. 13-5. Diablo holding mid, top lane being worked on. I think Haben's got the black arrows up and available, and yes, that'll be fort down to, keep down to 50%. Dahaka will use Lurker Strain, actually bopping one of them closer towards the structure. He'll go ahead and also drag one back, so only one goes in. Now Reset in bottom lane with some allies who are rotating through mid into bottom. Will be pushing in with the help of Blaze. That's going to be 1, 2, 3 sappers in. The wave is still here. Shield Glare from Joanna does delay things out. I'm like sweating, and my husband just walked and said, "You okay, honey?" I'm so tense. Well, I hope I'm conveying that tension, because I'm feeling it too, as even just on the casting side. I really don't know who takes this. It is Towers of Doom. It is anyone's game. Next objective is singular in the center of the map. Polymorph onto Diablo. Camp worked on. Reset does have the level 20 Viciousness. Is that no? Viciousness is a different talent. I don't remember the level 20 name for the Go for the Throat. But either way, it hungers. Nope, that's a Stukov talent. I was like, maybe he's a hungry puppy. Dahaka brush tucking in. He will land the drag on H82. H82 pops the Pyromania, and the fight continues. A very low H82 pops the bunker as well. We do have Lightning Breath from Diablo, Jet Propulsion from Blaze right into the face of Nick. There's a Go for the Throat from the Greymane. I don't know if it connected onto anyone. Celestial Charge going out as well. Sylvanas pops the Will of Forsaken. Can she get away? The Haunting Wave does allow her to get away, but on the left-hand side of the fight, it does continue. Dequaza not split. A lot of well tapping here on the left-hand side of the fight. Mid lane fort goes down. H82 looking for the channel here, forcing Hazoabs to use an ability to stop him. Now Masquerade, doing the same thing. Diablo tapping well in the bottom lane. 21 apiece, 13-6 in our levels. Diablo finds the Shadow Charge onto the Dahaka. There's a Lurking Arm underneath as Masquerade drops around 50%. Nick finds the Celestial Charge. There's a Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Massive shove from Hyde as he spreads the healing pathogen around. Hellgate, Hellgate, Hellgate onto Nick. And Nick will fall. That's a big pickup for the side of Ammonite. Ammonite's going to look for the bottom lane reconfiguration or conversion on the bell tower. So this will be 5 shots into the enemy team core, taking them down to 8 HP. 8 to 5. 8 to 5. Now, when is boss up? That is the big thing to kind of consider right here. If we could see Dahaka's positioning, we could see what the boss timer's at. 8 to 5, ladies and gentlemen. What is the next objective phasing looking like? If anyone sees boss and I miss it, let me know, please. I feel like it's very, very soon. Like it's not the longest cooldown, or it shouldn't be that much longer after we had it grabbed. What feels like 4 or 5 minutes ago. Scatter to check. Joanna might step up here. Diablo not showing behind the wall. Nice use of the vision tool from the observer there. I'm also listening and watching for the boss location. Bottom lane Sapper. Oh my god, bless shield. Don't know if Radiating Faith was taken at 20. I don't know if anyone has seen the level 20. Blaze is getting a top lane camp. There is that. So this is 4v5. And Blaze will push up top lane. Looks like they want to convert top lane bell tower as well. Next objective phase, top left and right. Boss is up. Boss, that laugh is global. Big arrow from Hanzo, but can they step into this? Massive shove from Hyde, pushes back Joanna. Blaze pushes in the 1, 2, 3 sappers. Top lane converted. If both of these objectives go to the side of Ammonite, they take the series. And Washed Up is out. Sappers to be added into bottom. Is this too greedy from the side of Ammonite? Here comes the fight. H82 is going to be into this fight as well. Blaze coming in with the Jet Propulsion. Misses right there. There's going to be the Wrath of Angiers. Bunker down from Blaze. The camp will go over to the side of Washed Up. Diablo's so very low, and Diablo traded for Hanzo, but Diablo's got souls. Diablo can come back, and Diablo will spawn on the right side of the map where he can go for the channel. Will Diablo go for the channel? He should go for the channel. This should be it. Nick gets a good Celestial Charge, but it's just a Dahaka and a Nick for the next 50 seconds. Diablo going left side first. Dahaka should get a delay on this. Bottom lane bell tower is reconverted, but that does not really matter. As long as both of these... Hellgate! Hellgate into Dequaza forces him to walk into the enemy. That's going to be an isolation going out to the enemy as well with the contagion values on top of it. Level 20. You should see the way I'm all wrapped up in tension right now. I can't even. They're making this Titanic defense, but they're going to not be able to do so because that is going to be a massive shove that splits Nick away from Dahaka. Lightning breath. Is it enough? Hide. No. Look at Dahaka on the minimap. Dahaka on the minimap. Blaze gets to the left-hand side. Sylvanas interrupts. Dequaza. He's bought time. Hanzo arrow from downtown. Dahaka still dies. Phase shift from Brightwing. Nick gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Diablo, he's charging. Diablo gets the charge! Ladies and gentlemen, the members of Washed Up are washed out, and that is going to be their run of the Heroes International. GG, well played. My family's gonna show up and be like, why are you so hoarse in the voice? Which team wins Towers of Doom? Ammonite. I love my family, but part of me wishes they weren't coming today. These games are so freaking good, man. So I got like my God, that series was so good. I want to show stats. Let me show stats. Stats, please. Who won? Ammonite did. I'm waiting to show stats, but there we go. Really bummed about the ending, but awesome to see. Dude, Jade, I thought that was a fantastic back and forth in that scene.